Hey, first off, sorry for the angle and everything. I decided to make this video in the middle of the woods in an abandoned gazebo, I want to say. So I wanted to give everybody an update on the channel, just because if you've noticed, I've kind of stopped doing shorts. I've also kind of stopped posting like 3 videos a day in a live stream and just been kind of keeping it live streamed and whatnot. So, first off, I don't want anybody to panic. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I ain't stopping. But I feel like I need a change. So, the question is like, what does this change look like? And over kind of like the past month of like thinking and everything, just like I looked at data, I looked at like how I was feeling with my schedule and trying to get stuff out and everything. I'm gonna probably set a stricter schedule for myself with the videos and the shorts. My goal is to keep back to getting like 1 short a day, and then with the videos, I'm not gonna do it like, okay, 30-minute golden rule, yeah, whatever, just because I think that form had really died. Honestly, it lasted as long as it could, and I think with that and the YouTube algorithm, it was not, the algorithm wasn't liking it, and I kind of just went out for kind of that month. Also, like I said, I was looking at data, I was looking at other content creators who I firmly enjoy, and kind of seeing like how they were doing and like how long they've been going for, and kind of gaining some inspiration from there. So the videos will probably be longer, and I'll put chapter marks in them as well. That way it's not like, oh, where does this go to? Nah, I want it to be much more easier to navigate and whatnot. Oh my god, there's a little caterpillar walking on me right there. Sorry, guy. So that's just kind of where I'm at. There's also kind of been a weird question like floating around my head recently, kind of with creating everything, is like, how does everybody feel about like the sound effects and the green screens? Like, I like them, but I'm not sure if everybody else likes them. I mean, as redemptions, like, people love them. As like me doing them, I don't know how people feel. And that's kind of the weird part. Like, hey, we've grown everything to 500 subs plus, but you really can't gauge anything unless you have the questions and the conversation. And that's kind of something like for this whole year of 2026. Yeah, 2026. I'm not sure. I'm not good with years. I still struggle. I've just kind of found myself in a weird spot because at one point I didn't have a job. I was just doing Instacart in order to kind of make revenue on top of streaming. I was lucky enough to land on my feet. I found a substitute teaching job here in the States. I taught a little bit in Peru, and then I came back to substitute teaching, and I've also picked up another part-time job at a warehouse, at a store downstocking. And I won't lie, like, there's assets and protection that I'm very interested in, just because I like that whole idea of looking at the mystery and figuring it out. Like, it's weird because I sometimes do the Adrian Monk kind of thing, like where he holds his hand out and he looks between his fingers. Like sometimes I'll do that. In actuality, I'll also kind of like do this, but that's more of a baseball thing and more of me kind of focusing. And I know I probably just flipped a bunch of people off in certain countries, but that's all I really have to say. Like in terms of changes, I feel like me being me doing like Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, excuse me, and now NTE, like that's been a good fit. Assassin's Creed, I won't mind. There have been some ups, there have been some downs. Right now in Odyssey, I think we're on an up. But like, Unity was weird. 3 was definitely a downer, even though like I won't lie, I've grown a greater appreciation for it. It's just when you have an established bad guy, like you can't blur the lines. Like you've already established that they're the bad guy, and you really can't go for there if it's a main story title. So yeah, that's just really about it. Either way, I hope everybody's doing good, and everybody rest easy, stay cheesy, comment, like, sub, whatever buttons below, and I'll see you then. Peace.